Yeah, let's do math.
Woo! Here we go. We are on to 12.5, classifying quadrilaterals. Alrighty, so again, we've got a lot of vocab, so pay attention and follow along. We are on page 723.
All right. So remember, we've learned about quadrilaterals. They have 4 sides. So they're named after that and their angles. So you can describe quadrilaterals, like we said, they have how many sides?
4.
And then they have 4 sides, which means that they have
4 angles.
very good.
So we've got different types of quadrilaterals. The first one we are going to talk about is called a trapezoid. Okay? So the trapezoids are over here that we are going to take a look at. And it says that they have at least blank pair of opposite sides that are parallel lengths of sides that could be the same. Parallel. We got to think back. Okay? We had intersecting lines. Okay? And then we had parallel lines as well. Okay? The ones that do not touch. So I need to look at my trapezoids and decide how many pairs do they have that are parallel lines. Well, Miss Pelzel, this looks parallel to this line,
Yep.
but these don't look like they'd be parallel.
No.
I think they would intersect at some point.
They would.
And then if I look over here, ooh, these are definitely parallel.
Yep.
This looks pretty close.
But I think if you kept extending it out, it would eventually intersect.
You're right. Thanks for helping me out on that one. And this one, it looks like this is parallel,
Yeah.
this is parallel, that's parallel, and that's parallel.
Yeah.
But I just need to know they have to have at least one pair of parallel lines.
Yep. But they could have more, like this one has more. But it
Yeah.
for sure has to have at least one pair in order to be a trapezoid. Our next one, which I know you guys have all seen before, is a rectangle. So we have 2 pictures of rectangles down here. It says a rectangle has blank pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So looking at these rectangles here, I see that this side and this side is parallel.
Yep.
This side and this side is parallel. This one, this side and this side is parallel.
Yep.
And this side and this side is parallel. So each of these always have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So that makes it different than a trapezoid. It also says blank pairs of sides that are of equal length. Well, if I'm looking, I see that this side and this side are the same length. This side and this side are the same length. Same thing on this one. So again, it has to be 2 pairs of sides that are of equal length. And how many right angles do we see? Let's count them. I see there's
1,
2,
2, 3,
4.
4.
4 right angles. Every rectangle, every angle is going to be a right or a perfect angle.
Look at that. Bringing some vocab from our
Yes.
previous lessons. Awesome. So we're moving on to a square, and I know you all know what a square is. Pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. I think I'm going to call on a student for this one. Let's see here. Owen, can you help me out with this? How many pairs of opposite sides that are parallel? Yeah, you're right. 2. Just like our rectangle. This is parallel, and these 2 are parallel. The next question asks sides that are of equal length. Well, I know from my previous knowledge that a square has all the same length sides. So it has 4 sides that are of equal length. And just like our rectangle, it has 4 right angles.
Yes, it does.
Cool.
So a square and a rectangle are pretty similar.
Yeah.
All right, and next one is kind of fun to say. It's a rhombus.
Rhombus.
So a rhombus has blank pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So I'm going to look. I know that this side and this side are parallel.
Yep.
This side and this side are parallel. Okay, so that one I know has 2 pairs, but let's look at this shape here. Well, this one and this one would never cross. And I think if I extended these two, they would never cross.
No.
So that means that it has two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel.
Huh.
Now it says blank sides that are of equal length. Well, I know this is a square and all the sides are the same length. And if I was to take my ruler and measure this out, I would find that all those sides are the same length.
They're just kind of like tilted.
It's like they took a square and they just tilted it a little bit. So, four sides that are of equal length. So the only difference between a square and a rhombus is that it can be tilted.
Yeah.
But a rhombus can also be a square.
Square. So they kind of fall into different categories with similarities.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Here we go.
All right. So now it says to circle the words that describe the quadrilateral. So you might need to circle more than one word because it says circle the words,
Yes.
plural. Okay, so let's look at this first one. We're going to go through all of them. Well, is it a rectangle? I look at it and I know right away because I've learned about rectangles before that yes, that is absolutely a rectangle.
Yeah.
Is it a rhombus? Remember we said rhombuses have sides that are all the same length. Well, not all the sides in that are the same length. So no, that is not a rhombus.
Not a rhombus.
I know right away looking at that is not a square. Now, is it a trapezoid? Remember it says a trapezoid has to have at least one set of parallel lines.
Yep.
Okay, it has that. And then it needs to have four sides, and it has that. So is this a trapezoid?
I think it would be considered a trapezoid.
Yeah, even though it has two sets of parallel lines.
It has at least one pair.
Yeah.
So that shape is considered a rectangle and a trapezoid.
Yep.
Cool. Let's go to number 5. So number 5, is it a rhombus? Well, I see that it has parallel sides, at least 2 of them, and I see that all the sides are equal. It's a rhombus. I feel like they're trying to trick me here.
Yep.
Is it a quadrilateral? Yes, it has 4 sides and 4 angles.
Anything with 4 sides we know is always a quadrilateral.
A square. Well, I see the parallel sides, I see equal length, and I also see right angles. Yeah, it's a square. Now I know right away that it wouldn't be categorized as a rectangle, would it, Miss Pelzel?
Well, remember, a rectangle has to have at least 2 sets of parallel sides and at least 2 sides that are the same length. But can it have 4 sides that are the same length?
You're right, Miss Pelzel. So I might have to look back at that previous page to double check. Thanks for helping me out.
So squares are also rectangles, but rectangles can't be squares.
Oh.
Kind of tricky.
Last one.
All right, so looking at this, is this a rectangle? Remember, a rectangle has to have 2 pairs of parallel sides. Well, it's got 1, but nope, can't be a rectangle.
No.
How about a rhombus? I know rhombus has all sides that are the same length. No, that one's way
really short.
How about a trapezoid? Has to have at least 1 set of parallel sides. Yep.
Yeah.
And it has to have 4. Yeah, that is definitely a trapezoid. I'm gonna call on someone for this last one. Is it a quadrilateral? What do you think? Devin? Yes, it has 4 sides. So of course it is a quadrilateral. Ooh. There we go.
There we go. So looking at these shapes, we can see that they fall into different categories, but they sometimes have similarities. Cool. Okay. Oops, I went wrong way, 3rd graders. There we go.
All right, so now we're on page 724. Again, we're circling the words that describe the quadrilateral. How about we do the odds and you guys do the evens?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay. So we'll do number 7 and number 9. So we'll start with number 7. Is this a rectangle? Looking at it right away,
I don't think so, Miss
No,
Pelzel.
it's not, because it needs to have two sets of parallel sides, and these would run right into each other.
Yeah.
So no. How about a trapezoid? Now remember, a trapezoid has to have at least one set of parallel sides. Well, that and that, no. That, not a trapezoid
it's
either.
not a trapezoid either.
Quadrilateral, does it have four sides?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I was getting nervous there.
How about a rhombus? Remember, every side has to have the same length. Nope, I know it's not a rhombus. That is not the same length as that.
Nope. So it's just a quadrilateral.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go. Number 9. So number 9, is it a quadrilateral? I'm calling on someone for this one.
I think they're gonna get it.
Come on, guys, you know this. Tristan, is that a quadrilateral? Yeah, it is a quadrilateral. You're right, because it has 4 sides and 4 angles. Thanks, bud. Is it a square? Well, I see parallel lines, and by the looks of it, I think all those lines are equal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want, you could measure it with a ruler, and you'd find out they're all the same length.
Exactly. And then Miss Pelzel, I know from last time when I thought it couldn't be a rectangle, but this time I'm not going to make that same mistake. I know, that it is a rectangle. And a rhombus? I think it would be considered a rhombus too, because it has parallel sides and it has all the sides that are equal.
Yep.
So number 9 categorizes all of them.
Wow, pretty cool. All right, we're on page 725 now in your books. So question 10 says, which quadrilaterals appear to have 4 right angles? So they have to have all 4 angles need to be right angles. So let's start with each one. Let's look at A. I see a right angle, right angle. That looks obtuse.
It does.
So it cannot be A.
Nope.
Let's try, I don't see any right angles in B.
No.
How about B? Would this be a right angle? I don't think so. I think it's acute.
It looks squashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try C. This looks like a right angle. Yes. 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 So, I know for sure C has 4 right angles. No.
No.
And no.
No.
So there's only one shape that has 4 right angles.
All right. Number 11 says, which quadrilaterals appear to have 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel?
Okay.
So I'm going to do what Miss Pelzel did, and I'm going to start with A. Well, I know these 2 are parallel.
Yep.
Okay. These, not parallel.
Nope.
And I need to have 2 pairs. I only have one
That one
pair.
only has 1, yeah.
This looks parallel to
Yeah.
this, and this looks parallel to this. So D has 2 pairs.
I'll write that for you.
Thank you. The next one, E, this is parallel.
Yeah.
Those
Intersecting.
not parallel. And C, that's parallel. That's parallel to that. So C. And I just by looking at F, I know that it is not, or it does not have any parallel sides.
Got one more.
Oh, I missed one. Thanks for helping me. You're welcome. This next one, this is parallel. That's parallel. And those are parallel.
Yep.
So B too.
So D, C, and B all have parallel sides. 2 pairs of parallel sides. Number 12 says, which quadrilaterals appear to have no right angles? So none of the angles can be right angles. Well, I see a right angle here and a right angle here, so I know it can't be A.
Nope.
Let's move to B. Well, this is acute. That one
Yeah.
looks a little bit obtuse.
Obtuse.
Acute. No right angles in B, so I would write
B.
Let's look at C. Well, we already marked our angles, so I know it can't be C. That has 4 right angles. Let's move to D. That's not a right angle.
No,
That's
that
acute.
looks cute.
That's
Obtuse.
obtuse. Acute.
Cute.
And obtuse.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so D has no right angles. Let's move to E. Oh, that's an acute little angle.
It's a cute one.
So that's acute, acute, obtuse, obtuse.
Obtuse.
No right angles in E. And we have one more left down here, F. That's acute. That's a obtuse, big obtuse. So I know F does not have any right angles either. So a lot of them don't have any right angles.
Cool. Awesome.
All right. Well, now it is going to be your turn to show us what you know. So you need to turn your books to page 727. You need to complete that page and 728 on your own. Now remember to go back to that page where we filled out that chart to kind of give you hints so that you remember what each of those quadrilaterals need in order to be a rectangle, a square, a rhombus, a trapezoid.
Okay, you guys got this. Alrighty, we'll see you third graders.
See ya.